Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Let's Crack OPSC. I hope all of you are preparing well and you have to consistently put in effort for writing practice, and not only that, you shouldn't ignore English as well as ODI. Why I repeat again and again that you should focus on writing English and ODI? Because most of the students, after cracking the prelim examination, they tend to neglect English and ODI, and they have to pay the heavy price in main examination. So you shouldn't neglect English and ODI, and simultaneously you have to prepare your optional subjects as well as other GS part. So I hope you are following other videos in this channel, and do follow the current affairs series. It is going to be very helpful for your prelim preparation. And in today's video I am going to talk about United Nations. United Nations plays a very vital role, as most of the time it is going to be asked in examination, in prelim examination. So you have to be very thorough about United Nations, when it was established, United Nations, various organizations, when it was established, as well as where is its headquarters located. These are the questions where most of the students are facing problem. So I have decided to do a particular video on United Nations, and in the next video also we will continue with United Nations. Then see, United Nations, you know the headquarters is at New York. And languages, United Nations is having official languages. There is 6 languages which are officially recognized by United Nations. First one was French, Russian, English, Spanish, Chinese and Arabic. First one is French, Russian, English, then Chinese, Spanish, Chinese and Arabic. So you can remember it by FRESCA. French, Russian, English, Spanish, Chinese and Arabic. You have to remember it in this way. Then 193 members are there. At present, how many members are there? 193 members and 2 observer states. United Nations Day is 24 October, because on 24 October 1945 United Nations was established after the Second World War. Then 6 principal organizations. What are the 6 principal organizations? You have to remember it: General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, Court of Justice, Secretariat. While you have to remember it in my trick is GSC TCS, Global Services for Data Consultancy Service. That is my trick, how I remember it. First, G for General Assembly, S for Security Council, E for Economic and Social Council, T for Trusteeship Council, C for Court of Justice and S for Secretariat. You have to remember it in GSC TCS. I remember it in this way: G for General Assembly, then S for Security Council, Economic and Cultural Council, then Social Council, then T is for Trusteeship, and C is for Court of Justice, and S is for then Secretariat. Then coming to the agencies are very important. How they generally asked, they can ask you in this way that year established, chronological sequence, how in chronological sequence arrange this organizations, United Nations organization. They can ask you in this format, as well as they can tell you to match the following by giving two sides. Then headquarters, you have to remember which place it is located. International Labour Organization, ILO, 1919, Geneva, Switzerland. ILO is very important, International Labour Organization. It is in Geneva in 1919, because Geneva is the place where after First World War International Labour Organization is established, and you can always see that this is the organization which is still existing even after First World War. Means after First World War, League of Nations was formed, and this International Labour Organization, it is formed in Geneva, and it is existing. Means during Second World War also, and also post Second World War scenario. So you remember, this is the longest existing organization, you can say, Geneva. World Health Organization, WHO, 1948, Geneva, again Switzerland. WHO is very important. Post coronavirus, the role of WHO is under the scanner, and most of the people, most of the countries, they want to, even America under Donald Trump, they were blaming WHO. But if you will blame that particular organization, which is a global health watch organization, you cannot disarm it, you cannot underfund it, which will be having cascading effect, and it is going to be very, very fatal for the world if we will not be giving that much of a power to WHO. So the time has come that we have to strengthen WHO more, so that we can counter the problems like pandemic, like coronavirus. So WHO's role, though maybe you can say that it is a little bit biased because of China's influence in it, but we cannot totally boycott it. You have to remember. Then United Nations Educational and Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, 1946, Paris, France. Paris, France is the place where UNESCO is established. Then International Atomic Energy Agency, 1957, Vienna, Austria. International Atomic Paris, France. UNESCO is in Paris, France. Then International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, 1957, Vienna, Austria. IAEA is very important. Today we are living in an atomic armed peace. What is armed peace? Armed peace means everybody will be having nuclear weapon, so we can avoid nuclear warfare. Because everybody, if say for example in southern Asia, what is happening? India, Pakistan, China helped Pakistan to develop nuclear weapons, and in order to secure ourselves, we have also developed nuclear arms. So that is the reason why most of the southern, there is a one kind of a, you can say, arms race is going on in South of Asia, South Asian subcontinent. In that particular sequence, we can say that when 2 to 3 big nations like China, India and Pakistan all are having nuclear weapons, then there is a peace prevailing. So in today's time, that things are going in that direction, where every nation is willing to have nuclear weapons for their own security, and we will help them to maintain peace in that particular region. So IAEA's role has become very, very important. We have seen that in Iran case. United Nations International Children Emergency Fund, that is 1946, New York, US. United Nations Children Education Fund, Emergency Fund, it is very important. UNICEF Children Emergency Fund is it is in New York in US. Then United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, 1950, it is Geneva, Switzerland. United Nations Fund for Population Activities, 1969, it is New York, US. Means Fund for Population Activities. Population activities is related to various population, how the population is increasing. Some countries population is decreasing. Some people are going, as a country like India, where we are going to get demographic dividend till 2050 decade. So we have to concentrate on developing our youth skill and ability, so that we can be exporter of high skilled person to other countries, just like Western Europe as well as Japan, which are coming in aging bracket. So then next one is World Intellectual Property Organization. World Intellectual Property Organization is the WIPO. It's established in 1967. It is headquarters at Geneva. Then International Fund for Agricultural Development. International Fund for Agricultural Development. It is very important. Agricultural Development. It is in Rome, Italy. WIPO is for what? Intellectual property. If there is some kind of an intellectual property which is being violated, then the WIPO, they are having some standard guidelines which they have to enforce in the member countries. Then United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, that is Geneva, Switzerland. United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. Trade, remember, trade and development, it is in Geneva, Switzerland. 1964 it was established. International Civil Aviation Organization. Civil Aviation Organization 1947, it is in Montreal, Canada. Montreal, Canada is the place where its headquarters is located. Means Civil Aviation, Montreal, Canada. You remember this. In International Monetary Fund, IMF, you have seen Geeta Gopinath. Geeta Gopinath is an Indian economist who is currently working in IMF. So you have to be very remembering this. IMF is in Washington, US. International Finance Corporation, IFC, 1956. It is in Washington, US. IFC, International Finance Corporation. Then United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, 1972. It is in Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi, Kenya is the place where international environment related to Nairobi, Kenya. Then United Nations Industrial Development Organization 1966, Vienna, Austria. Industrial Development 1966, Vienna, Austria. You remember this. Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. It is in 1945 established, Rome, Italy. Rome, Italy is the Food and Agriculture Organization. So let's do a quick recap what we have studied today. 190 headquarters New York, then Fresca, then 193 members, 2 observer states, 6 principal organization where I had told you, remember it in GSC, TCS, General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, then Trusteeship Council, then Court of Justice, and S stands for Secretariat. Then agency, ILO, longest serving, 19 Geneva, Switzerland. World Health Organization 1948 Geneva, Switzerland. United Nations, UNESCO, Paris, France. Then at IAEA, Vienna, Austria. United Nations International Children Emergency Fund, UNICEF, New York, US. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, Geneva, Switzerland. United Nations Fund for Population Activities, it is in New York, US. Then World Intellectual, WIPO, it is Geneva. International Fund for Agricultural Development, it is Italy, Rome, Italy. Then United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, Geneva, Switzerland. Then International Civil Aviation Organization, Montreal, Canada. IMF, it is Washington, US. In International Finance Corporation, it is Washington, again US. United Nations Environment, it is Nairobi, Kenya. United Nations Industrial Development, Vienna, Austria. Food and Agriculture Organization, Rome, Italy. With this, we came to the end of this particular part of United Nations. In other part, we will discuss about the rest of the portion of United Nations and what are the emerging issues of United Nations. So thank you very much for watching. If you are watching our video for the first time, do not forget to subscribe our channel. In this channel, we are guiding people to how to crack OPSC in flying colors. Thank you very much.